What's up, guys? EdRules500 here, and I have finally decided to bring back the How Not to Review a Game series after, what has it been, like 2 years maybe? Anyways, we're gonna bring back this series with a video by Gligar13Vids. I know I've already done a vid on him, but this was done by request, so yeah, which, by the way, I take requests. So, yeah, let's not waste any time. We already know how Gligar is. Let's get started.
Hello everyone, today I'm going to be reviewing a game many people requested me review, Mother 3 for the Game Boy Advance. Now, I've heard about it from many people, I've seen some fanboys of it, and I've seen them telling me it's a great game, you should play this game, you'll like it.
Why do you have to mention fanboys? Why can't you just say people mentioned it to you? That makes no sense to me.
Well, anyways, this game is a sequel to Earthbound and Mother 1.
Really? Never would have guessed.
It's supposed to be good, right? I mean, come on, if everybody on YouTube says it's a good game, it's gotta be good, right? I mean, just look at Sonic Generation. People said that was a good game, and everybody said, this game is gonna be good. Just look at that. So anyways, I got a ROM of this because this game was Japan only, never released in America, and only released as a translation patch for English. So I downloaded it, played it, and I hate to say it, but this game is bad. I mean, the game just isn't that great. So why isn't the game that great, you may ask? Well, let me just start it off already.
Yeah, no kidding already. That was like a minute-long intro.
The first thing you'll notice when you start the game is that you can name your guy anything you want.
That's a typical feature of RPGs, you know that, right?
You know how in Oregon Trail it was fun to name your characters random stuff just so that you could put your friends in there and have them die of chloria or from the wagon tipping? Yeah, imagine that, except it's not as fun, but hey, you can name anyone anything. You can name Lucas some name, and then you can also name somebody else some other name, because after all, that is the greatest part about this game, naming people random stuff, because other than that, it's not that good, and that's probably the best part about the game. You know a game is not that good when the best part about the game is naming people random names, alright?
You know, I'm not sure why I get this feeling, but I think his favorite part is naming people random names. I know, mind blown, right?
The graphics look bad. Now, I know gameplay matters more than graphics. I'll go into the gameplay later on, but the graphics are the first thing you see when you play a game. This game came out in 2006 at the tail end of the GBA's lifespan, and looks worse than freaking Minecraft. Now, Minecraft isn't that good of a game either, but this game makes Minecraft look like a 360 game. I mean, seriously. This also looks like an NES game in comparison. I'm sorry, the NES had better graphics than this crap. I kid you not, I've seen NES games with better graphics than this. Go look at Kirby's Dream Land or whatever that game was for the NES. That game had better graphics.
As you have just pointed out, the graphics don't matter. You don't need to go on a rant about this. Also, I'm pretty sure that it was intentional to make it look like an NES game. It was supposed to look like the original ones. At least, that's what I think. Also, if you're gonna make a comparison, you might want to learn the title of the game that you're comparing it to first.
So once you name your people inappropriate names, then you can go start the actual game.
I just want to point out that the things that you have named your characters are extremely childlike. That's all I'm gonna say. Emo? Seriously?
And what is the game, you may ask? Well, it's bad. Shall I just say that?
No, this is a review. You're supposed to say more stuff and then tell us why you believe it's bad.
So when you start the game, there are several things you'll notice, such as, well, the music. The music isn't that great. It's just a bunch of forgettable tunes, and that's about it.
Clearly, no more explanation is needed. The almighty Gligar has said that the music is just forgettable and nothing else, so therefore it is forgettable and nothing else.
And did I mention the synthesizer quality wasn't that great?
No, you didn't, but please continue.
It sounds pretty meh-ish. Yeah, I know this is a GBA game, but I've heard better synths in other games. I mean, just look at, like, Pokemon Ruby Sapphire. Those games had much better music, more memorable, and more ear-pleasing.
I honestly have no idea if this is true or not, because to be honest, I haven't played Mother 3. I have played Pokemon, though, so I can say that that does have good music.
The controls are also not that great. To dash, instead of holding down B like you would in Squaresoft games or Pokemon games, you hold down B and let go, which is kind of annoying when you're used to every other RPG where you just hold down B.
Oh boo-hoo, the dashing mechanic is different. So what? You can either just keep playing and get used to it, or just don't use the dash and just walk everywhere. Simple as that.
Oh yeah, and for the battle system, you know how in some better RPGs you can just bump into enemies and it starts a battle? Yeah, that's what this game does. Oh yeah, first thing you'll notice, plagiarized music. Woohoo, they just copied the 60s Batman theme. Second off, well, the battle system is just you mashing A over and over again.
Isn't that most RPG battle systems?
And if you get killed, it's because the game's battle system isn't that great.
Or because the enemy is more powerful than you? Perhaps?
And the graphics have, like, no animation whatsoever. I mean, you know how Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire were kind of notorious for having little animation? Those games had more animation than this, and at least they had an excuse because they came out in 2003.
Again, boo-hoo, little animation, get over it.
And yeah, this battle system is just generic RPG battle system, but with crappy graphics that look like a freaking crappy graphics. Yeah.
What? That was the greatest sentence I have ever heard.
I've already mentioned about the graphics, and about the story since so many people seem to praise it. The story is basically, well, I'm not even gonna play the whole game because it's so painful and so bland. I'm not even gonna suffer through it. But I went on Wikipedia and the plot is blah 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 consumers, blah 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 freaking porky enemy, blah 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 this, and I look up the freaking ending and you play all that game just to see some emo kid freaking kill himself, man. Blah blah blah. Yeah, that's what you play the game, and then the ending involves a world re-destroying, rebuilding, or some shit like that. So cliche. In fact, I just looked up the ending on YouTube and I'm not even gonna play the whole game because it's just that painful. I mean...
Hold on. You haven't even played through the entire game yet? Dude. That's the point of a review. You gotta play through it. You can't just go through the first 5 minutes and be like, oh, this is terrible. It's 0 out of 10. Blah, 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 blah. No. That's not how this works. I mean... I get that you're a troll, but have some common sense, man. Also, as I mentioned earlier, I haven't played this game. Thank you for the spoilers.
The battle system isn't that great, and yeah, don't buy this game. Go buy a better RPG like Chrono Trigger, Chrono Cross, Final Fantasy VI. So many better RPGs you could be blowing your money on. Don't blow your money on this, or even better, blow your money on like a Western RPG. There are tons of good Western RPGs too that are more entertaining than this, like Morrowind, Mass Effect, Fable, you know, so many better RPGs. You could be playing those instead of this. Save your money. Because after all, your wallet will thank you. And so will the record labels, who had their music plagiarized. All in all, nah, don't buy this game. Especially not for the price. Maybe it might be worth it for $1 just to name people random names, but anything above $1 at a thrift store and you're getting ripped off big time. Well, this game is Japan only anyway, but still. No, don't buy this game. Save your money.
Did you try to be, like, street there? Save your money. No. No, I've seen you. I've seen your live action videos. I know that you're just a white little kid. But then again, so am I, so that doesn't matter. Anyways. Yeah. Just as bad as the last one, I believe. At least this one was much, much shorter. We've already established that Gligar is a troll, so I'm not going to go too far into detail with this one. But even though he is a troll, the fact that he reviewed this without even playing through the entire thing just irks me really badly. And hopefully I will not have to be doing any more reviews of Gligar, because I think the first video of him really proved my point. Anyway, this is Ed Rules 500, signing out. See ya.